Hey, welcome to Daily English. Today we have another exciting and interesting story for you. This one is about Sarah. Now listen carefully to the story and enjoy. Sarah was a little girl who lived in a small village called Kolhapur. The village was green and beautiful, but life was hard. Sarah's family was poor. Her father was a farmer and her mother sold vegetables. Sarah was only 8 years old, but she had a big dream. "I want to be a doctor," she said. Her father smiled. "Sarah, becoming a doctor is very hard. We don't have enough money," he told her. But Sarah didn't give up. "I will study hard. I will find a way," she said. She remembered a kind doctor who helped her brother when he was sick. That doctor made Sarah want to help people too. Every day, Sarah walked to school. She didn't have shoes, and her bag was old, but she didn't care. Sarah loved her school. Her teacher, Miss Lila, was very kind. Miss Lila told her, "Sarah, you can do anything if you work hard." At night, when the village was quiet, Sarah studied. She read her books under a small lamp. She knew her dream was far away, but she believed in herself. Sarah's journey had started. She wanted to change her life and help others too. Every morning, Sarah woke up early. The sun was not up yet, but Sarah was ready. She packed her old books and started walking to school. The school was far away. Sarah had to walk for an hour. The road was not easy. Sometimes it was muddy, and her feet got dirty. Other times, the sun was very hot, and she felt tired. On the way, Sarah saw cows, goats, and big trees. She liked the birds that sang in the trees. "One day I will drive a car to school," Sarah thought. At school, Sarah didn't have new books or pencils. Her notebook was small and almost full, but she didn't stop writing. Miss Lila, her teacher, gave Sarah extra papers to write on. "Thank you, Miss Lila," Sarah said with a big smile. Miss Lila always said, "Sarah, you are smart. Keep working hard." After school, Sarah walked home again. She was tired but happy. She had learned something new. Even though the walk was long and hard, Sarah knew it was worth it. Every step brought her closer to her big dream. Miss Lila loved teaching and helping her students. One day, Miss Lila saw Sarah staying after class. Sarah was reading a big book. It had many difficult words. "Sarah, why are you reading this book?" Miss Lila asked. "I want to be a doctor, Miss Lila," Sarah said. "But it is hard. I don't understand all the words." Miss Lila sat next to Sarah. "Sarah, you are very smart," she said. "I know you can do it. You just need to work hard and never give up." Sarah's eyes lit up. "Really, Miss Lila? Do you think I can be a doctor?" "Yes, Sarah," Miss Lila said. "You can be anything you want. Always dream big. And remember, I am here to help you." From that day, Miss Lila gave Sarah extra lessons after school. She taught Sarah new words and how to solve math problems. "Thank you, Miss Lila," Sarah said. "I will study hard. I will make you proud." Miss Lila smiled. "I am already proud of you, Sarah," she said. Sarah's family lived in a small house. They didn't have much money. Her father worked in the fields, and her mother made bread to sell in the village. One evening, Sarah's mother said, "Sarah, we cannot buy new books for school. We don't have enough money." Sarah felt sad. She needed books to study, but she didn't want to trouble her parents. "I will share books with my friend Amina," Sarah said. "It will be okay, Mama." After school, Sarah helped her mother. She cleaned the house, and took care of her little brother. Sometimes, she helped her father carry water from the well. Even when she was tired, Sarah always did her homework. She studied late at night under a small lamp. Her father saw her one night. "Sarah, you work so hard," he said. "Yes, Baba," Sarah said. "I want to be a doctor. I will help people one day." Her father smiled. "You make us proud, Sarah," he said. Sarah knew her family struggled, but she was determined. She promised herself, "I will not give up. I will work hard for my dreams." One day, Miss Lila brought a bag to school. She gave it to Sarah. Inside were new books, pencils, and a notebook. "These are for you, Sarah," Miss Lila said. "You must keep working hard." Sarah's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, Miss Lila. I will do my best," she said. From that day, Sarah studied even harder. She promised herself, "I will make Miss Lila proud." Miss Lila believed in Sarah. She always said, "Sarah, you can be anything you want. Never give up." One morning, Sarah sat under a tree during lunch. She ate her small meal, a piece of bread and some water. A girl named Amina walked over. Amina was new in Sarah's class. "Hi, I'm Amina. Can I sit with you?" she asked. Sarah smiled. "Yes, of course," she said. They started talking. Amina told Sarah, "My father got a new job here. That's why we moved." Sarah liked Amina. Amina was kind and funny. They laughed and shared stories about school. Amina saw Sarah's old books. "Your books are very old," Amina said. "Yes," Sarah said. "We don't have much money to buy new ones." The next day, Amina came to school with a surprise. She gave Sarah a small bag. "What is this?" Sarah asked. "Open it," Amina said with a big smile. Inside were pencils, an eraser, and some colorful markers. "These are for you," Amina said. "Now you can write and draw better." Sarah was so happy. "Thank you, Amina. You are a true friend," she said. From that day, Sarah and Amina became best friends. They studied together, helped each other, and dreamed about the future. One day, Miss Lila came into the classroom with a big smile. "Students, I have exciting news," she said. The students sat up and listened. "There is a science competition in the city. The winner will get a scholarship for school," Miss Lila explained. Sarah's eyes grew wide. "A scholarship," she thought. "This could help my family." Miss Lila continued, "You need to make a project about health or science. You have 2 weeks to prepare." At home, Sarah told her family, "I want to join the competition." Her father smiled. "That's wonderful, Sarah. We will support you." Sarah worked hard on her project. She decided to make a poster about clean water and why it is important for health. Amina helped her. "You can use my colored paper and markers," Amina said. "Thank you, Amina. You are the best," Sarah said. After 2 weeks, Sarah and Amina went to the city for the competition. Sarah saw many students with their projects, so she felt nervous. "What if my project isn't good enough?" she thought. Amina held her hand. "Don't worry, Sarah. You worked hard. Believe in yourself." When it was Sarah's turn, she stood in front of the judges. She explained her poster. She talked about how clean water can save lives. The judges smiled and nodded. After a long wait, they announced the winner. "The scholarship goes to Sarah." Sarah couldn't believe it. "I won!" she shouted. Her family hugged her. Amina clapped and cheered. Sarah smiled. "This is just the beginning of my dream." She thought,